Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail. Mate, the buzz around Glasgow right now is absolutely mental. You wouldn't believe what's swirling through the football world. Celtic might just have pulled off the wildest move in modern football history. We're talking Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., the Brazilian superstar himself, being linked to a move to Parkhead. The same Neymar that dazzled at Barcelona, strutted through Paris, and made defenders dance like they were in a samba contest. The rumor's been spreading faster than a viral TikTok. Whispers from agents, chatter from South American journalists, and even a few cheeky posts on social media hinting that the boys are about to land one of the biggest names the sport's ever seen. Imagine that, mate. Neymar in the green and white hoops, walking out under the floodlights with the Celtic Park faithful singing, "You'll Never Walk Alone." It's the kind of headline that makes you double take, rub your eyes, and question if the world's gone mad. But here we are, talking about it like it might actually happen. The shockwaves alone are enough to rattle the whole of European football. Now let's get real for a second. If there's even a hint of truth in this, it's monumental. Neymar, the lad who once cost more than most clubs' entire yearly budgets, wearing the Celtic badge? The mind boggles. But word has it, the Brazilian's been looking for something different, a fresh challenge away from the flashy lights and constant media circus. Some say he's been talking to people close to the club, intrigued by the atmosphere, the fans, and the idea of playing in a football culture that lives and breathes the game. You know how Celtic fans are, pure passion, pure noise, pure heart. Maybe that's exactly what Neymar's been missing. There's even talk that he's been spotted in private flights heading toward the UK, though nothing's been confirmed. But the timing, the whispers, and the subtle hints are all adding up to something bigger. Could it be that the boys are about to write a new chapter in football folklore? It's no secret that Celtic's been pushing hard to make a statement in Europe again. They've got the domestic scene handled, sure, but the Champions League stage, that's where legends are forged. And if Neymar walks through those gates, it changes everything. Think about the commercial pull, the jersey sales, the sponsorships, the global spotlight suddenly swinging right onto Glasgow. Kids in Brazil wearing Celtic tops, media crews from Tokyo to Rio wanting interviews, and the Scottish Premiership suddenly trending worldwide. It's like the club's PR team just hit the jackpot. But it's not just about the business side, mate. On the pitch, Neymar brings flair, creativity, and a level of experience that could lift every single player around him. The younger lads would learn from one of the most skillful footballers of his generation. And if he's serious about playing in that number 10 role, pulling the strings, dictating the rhythm, then Celtic could be about to see football played in a way that Parkhead's never witnessed before. Still, the doubters are out in force, and rightly so. Let's be honest, there's the question of wages, lifestyle, and the fit. Neymar's used to the beaches of Rio and the boulevards of Paris, not exactly Saatchi Hall Street on a rainy Tuesday. Could he handle the Scottish winter? Could he find his rhythm in a league that's as physical as it is emotional? These are fair questions. But football's a funny old game, isn't it? We've seen stranger things happen. Remember when Henrik Larsson went to Barcelona and still lit up the Champions League final? Or when big names like Gascoigne came to Rangers and took the league by storm? If Neymar's really looking for a legacy move, something that cements his name not just in football, but in folklore, this could be it. And for Celtic, it's not just a signing. It's a statement, loud and clear. We're here, we're dreaming, and we're not afraid to think big. Another layer to this, mate, is the sheer buzz it's creating among the fans. The Celtic faithful are already going wild on Twitter, X, and every forum you can imagine. There are mock-ups of Neymar in the kit, fan songs being written overnight, and even the odd conspiracy theory that the club's media team's been dropping clues for weeks. It's like a proper mystery movie unfolding online. One minute it's all talk, the next there's a supposed leak from a South American journalist claiming Neymar's agent's been seen chatting with Celtic officials. The speculation's running rampant, and whether it's smoke or fire, it's keeping everyone glued to their screens. This is what football's all about, isn't it? The hope, the dream, the maybe. And honestly, even if it turns out to be just a rumor, Celtic have managed to put their name back in the global spotlight, something that money can't always buy. And let's not forget, Neymar himself's always been a bit of a wild card. You never quite know what he's going to do next. He's been through highs and lows, injuries, controversies, moments of magic, and flashes of genius. Maybe, just maybe, a move to Celtic would give him that reset button he's been looking for, a chance to play for love of the game again, not just the glitz and glamour. Imagine him playing in front of 60,000 fans who'd adore him no matter what, hearing his name sung through the cold Glasgow air. It's poetic, mate. Football's full of fairy tales, and if this one comes true, it might just be one of the greatest of all. Reports are now saying there's been contact, not official, mind you, but conversations between Neymar's entourage and Celtic representatives. The whispers started with a Portuguese journalist claiming a European club with a historic fanbase had reached out about a 6-month deal, possibly a short-term contract to reignite Neymar's European career before the next Copa America. That alone's got folk thinking. If you line up the clues, Celtic ticks nearly every box. They've got history, passion, and a shot at the Champions League stages. And here's the kicker. Celtic's owner's been quietly mentioning new financial opportunities, strategic partnerships, as he put it. That kind of corporate talk often means one thing. There's money coming in, and big money at that. Could it be a sponsor backing this audacious move? It's the only way such a dream signing could make financial sense. It's wild, but in football, wild sometimes means possible. Neymar's side, on the other hand, has been uncharacteristically quiet. No social media cryptic posts, no flashy interviews, none of the usual antics we've come to expect. That's actually what's making this feel different. Normally, Neymar loves a bit of the spotlight, but this silence? It's almost suspicious. Some say he's been focusing on fitness after his injuries, training privately with a focus on rhythm and stamina rather than fame. If that's true, then the timing couldn't be more perfect. A rejuvenated Neymar entering the colder months of the Scottish campaign might just be the spark that Celtic needs to dominate Europe again. The club's fans have always loved players who play with heart, and despite all the drama. Over the years, Neymar's passion for football's never been in doubt. If he's truly chasing that spark again, he might have found the perfect fire in Celtic Park. Still, not everyone's buying it. Rival fans are already calling it a publicity stunt, a bit of smoke and mirrors to distract from transfer frustrations. They're logan at the idea of Neymar trading the beaches of Brazil for the misty nights of Glasgow. But those who know the game, the insiders who've seen transfer madness before, are whispering that this might not be so far-fetched. Football's changed, mate. It's not just about big clubs anymore. It's about big stories, global reach, and emotional connections. And if there's one thing Celtic's got in spades, it's heart. Imagine Neymar feed in through balls to Kyogo, linking up with O'Reilly, and turning the Scottish Premiership into his personal playground. Laugh all you want, but if it happens, the whole football world will be tuning in to see Celtic every weekend. From a tactical point of view, it's exciting to even imagine. Brendan Rodgers, known for getting the best out of flair players, could tailor the system around Neymar's creativity. Give him freedom, let him drift, let him orchestrate. He doesn't need to run himself into the ground. Just dictate, control, entertain. The Scottish game's evolved too. It's faster, more technical, and Neymar's skill set could actually fit better than folk expect. Rodgers could even use him in a more central playmaker role, behind two pacey forwards, giving the Brazilian a platform to do what he does best, create chaos. The whole idea sounds like a football dream, but every dream's born somewhere, and sometimes, those whispers become roars. Celtic fans aren't just hoping, they're manifesting. And that energy? It's powerful, mate. Of course, there's still that question, what's in it for Neymar? The man's achieved almost everything there is to achieve. He's lifted trophies, broken records, and become a global icon. But what he's never done is lead a club from the heart of working-class football, where fans treat players like family, not celebrities. That's the kind of legacy move that goes beyond trophies. Maybe he's tired of the circus, maybe he wants peace, or maybe he wants to remind the world why he was called a genius in the first place. The idea of Neymar playing in front of the Celtic faithful, with every tackle cheered and every touch celebrated, could be the redemption arc his career's been missing. This isn't about money anymore. It's about meaning. And so, as the days pass, the rumor only grows louder. Nobody's confirmed a thing, but the silence from both camps is deafening. It's that kind of silence that makes you wonder, are they actually working behind the scenes to make it happen? The transfer window might be closed, but free agent rules, sponsorship loopholes, and friendly deals could all play a part. One thing's for certain, Celtic's name is on every headline again, and Neymar's name is on every fan's lips. Whether it's truth or just the greatest rumor of the year, it's got the world talking about Scottish football again. And that alone, my friend, is magic. Because sometimes, football isn't about logic or numbers. It's about dreaming, believing, and holding on to the idea that maybe, just maybe, miracles do happen on the pitch. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Mate, the talk's only getting louder as the days roll on, and now even the pubs around Glasgow are humming with it. You walk into any boozer near Celtic Park and folk are arguing like it's transfer deadline day all over again. One lad swears he's seen a private jet touch down at Glasgow Airport with Brazilian flags in the cargo hold. Another's showing grainy photos on his phone that look like Neymar's silhouette in a hoodie. It's proper chaos, the kind of buzz that makes even the most skeptical fans start to dream. Journalists are pretending they're not buying it, but you can tell they're itching to break the story first. Everyone wants that scoop, the one headline that changes everything. Neymar signs for Celtic. And you know what's funny? Even rival fans can't stop talking about it. They're talking the Mick, sure, but deep down they're rattled. Because if by some twist of fate it happens, Celtic don't just change their season. They change the whole dynamic of British football. Glasgow wouldn't just be a football city anymore. It'd be the center of the world's attention. Behind the scenes, some insiders are whispering that talks might already be in motion, just not in the way folk expect. Apparently, a massive international sponsor, rumored to be connected to a South American energy brand, is interested in partnering with Celtic, and Neymar's name's been tossed into those discussions as part of a global visibility project. It sounds wild, but that's how modern football works, doesn't it? Big moves happen because big companies want their logos on the biggest stars. And if Celtic can offer Neymar the stage, the freedom, and the love of the fans, that sponsor might just make the finances work. Imagine the reveal video, mate. Drone shots over Glasgow, samba beats meeting bagpipes, Neymar pulling on the green and white hoops with a grin. It'd break the internet, simple as that. Every camera from BBC to ESPN would be camped outside Celtic Park. And for once, all of Scotland would be united, at least for 5 minutes, in sheer disbelief and pride. Still, until the ink's dry on any paper, it's all just noise. Beautiful, mad, intoxicating noise. But here's the thing. Rumors like this don't come from nowhere. Someone, somewhere, wants this story to live, to breathe, to make the world look toward Glasgow again. Maybe it's a bit of clever PR, maybe it's wishful thinking, or maybe it's the start of something that'll go down in football legend. Either way, Celtic fans are dreaming big, and who can blame them? For decades, they've carried that spirit, that belief that anything's possible when the hoops take the pitch. Neymar or no Neymar, the noise around this rumor's already brought life, laughter, and hope back into the stands. And that, in its own way, is something special, because that's what football does best. It makes us dream like kids again, and who knows, maybe this dream's not so far off after all. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.